Okay, welcome everybody to another JDM racing video in Mexico, this time for season 3. I lost the footage somehow, some way. I think I had a phone call from my dad whilst I was recording, and it was about, I think it was about a 25-minute call, and I ended up losing the first lap. So I'm kind of opening with the highlights that you would normally see at the end of the race, just to kind of show you what happened on the first lap, like the first couple of corners. So you can see like Lewis was on pole, I was on the front row, Lando Norris in the McLaren was getting in the mix, bumping around the first kind of lap, and Max Verstappen, the title contender of note, was down in like 9th place. So really it was a battle in the wet between the two JDM cars once we got back in front of Lando, but we're going to pick back up a couple of laps into the race, and we'll take it from there. But those are the main points, and again, apologise for the loss of footage, but it sometimes happens. I'm blaming my dad for that, but yeah, it should have recorded, that's the thing, but it didn't. It cut it off the front of the footage when I went back to check. But this is what we're going to manage and get around, so we're going to cut right into the action starting now.
Lewis is putting in some really quick lap times. He's the fastest man on the track at the moment. We're running an excess on fuel. Mix 3 is there if you need it. Mix 3.
Oh wow, yeah, we've got loads of fuel.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Take the fastest lap back from Lewis, 1:30.3. Trading fastest
We're
lap.
increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
This is Esteban Ocon in the Renault. He's pitted with a broken front wing, so he's right down the back of the field in 22nd position, trying to make up places here in this race. Something sounds a little bit sick with that car. Oh, and he's coasting round now. Oh no, that's a terminal issue for the Renault there. Ocon, he's going to pull off, and he's out of the race.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Other teams are fitting intermediate tyres. It might be worth considering changing yours too.
I think we could probably go for that. Set intermediates.
Okay, fitting intermediate tyres next.
Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Oh,
Lewis is in the pits.
We're not going to double stack. We'll go next lap. But you can see the line starting to dry out. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
The wets are going to overheat. Lewis only 12 seconds back, so you can see the amount of time he's taken out of this. It was about 3.5 seconds, and he's already masses ahead. Like, that swing is crazy.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
It's definitely worth getting on the inters now. Obviously Lewis benefited from being the lead car. I mean, we could have double stacked, but wanted to cover off Mercedes, seeing what they were doing. I think Mercedes have just shot themselves in the foot. And I was about to say Jean Alesi. Giuliano Alesi has stayed out on the wets. Interesting to see if he's going to peel off into the pits this lap. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. He does.
Gap to car in front is 8.5 seconds.
Alright, so we've lost about 6 seconds there in all of that. This does make me wonder now. We're pretty evenly matched on the wet tyre, so I'm wondering if with it drying out slightly, this is going to allow us to push a little bit harder now. We almost get a bit of a swapper on there. Lewis with the fastest lap. Mid.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
26. Which is quite a lot faster than Lewis managed on his quickest lap a second ago. And we are pulling the gap down again. Another 10th off of that, 26.3. This is in conservation mode now. .58 lap time, gap down to 6.6. Cars definitely felt better in intermediate conditions than in the wet.
We need to push now. Use your overtake button for more power.
Lando Norris is out. Oh no. Is Lando Norris in the McLaren in third position, trying to fight off that Red Bull of Carlos Sainz. He's been having an amazing Grand Prix. Oh, and he's slowing down. Lando Norris, no. Oh no, the McLaren has got a problem and he's pulling off the track and he's out of the Grand Prix.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right tyre for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
So the track drying out. And the more it's drying, the more we're catching. Verstappen down in fifth.
Caution, caution.
That's Lando's car.
Okay, clear. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. This is your final lap of the race.
It's almost a dry track now, you can see. DRS is enabled.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
It's going to be too late for that because we're not within a second anyway. We're not actually looking to overtake Lewis. That's the other thing. Just trying to close that gap down again. The streamers. Lewis brings us home for a 1-2 finish. That's what we wanted.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
So then, a 1-2 for JDM. We finished half a minute ahead of the rest of the field. The gap was up to 10 seconds after the pit stops, with the overcut by Lewis, and we managed to pull that back down in the drying conditions to 2.6 seconds by the end. Carlos Sainz gets the podium position that Lando Norris surely would have got if he hadn't retired. The Mercedes come home 4th and 5th. Perez in the Ferrari at his home track, performing above the car there. He gets a 6th place. Bottas, Mr. Reliable, in 7th. Ricciardo in the other Red Bull in 8th, Leclerc in 9th in the other sister Ferrari, and Kvyat rounding out the points with a 10th place, which is mixed bag for Renault, with Ocon going out earlier on in the race as well. Gasly, his form is continuing to kind of dip, sometimes in the points, sometimes he's out. He was a lot stronger earlier in the season. Coming down here, we've got the usual suspects, but yeah, Norris and Ocon both out of the race. Key thing at this point in the off the start was we got initially we got a better getaway, but then Lewis out-dragged us down to the first corner, and we had to try really hard not to hit him. But we did. Almost pitched him into a spin. He caught it. You see the opposite lock, but he managed to catch it and streak out into the lead. We had to tuck in behind Lando. And then a bit further round, we gave Lando a little nudge, and then just forced our way through on the inside there. Bit of an unusual place to go for the pass, but we got it done, and then we could set our sights on trying to close Lewis down again. It's one of the times we went a bit wide there, took the bollard out. Yeah, the car really did not feel good in the wet conditions. It really came to us in the intermediate conditions, and this was just breezing up to the back of a Lacey that was about to pit, being on the wrong tyre. And then it was a case of just putting in qualifying laps really as soon as we had the gap to Lewis. clipping the other bollard off. Bringing it home, 1-2. So, that concludes the Mexican Grand Prix. Only 2 races left to go. In the standings, Lewis is now 14 points clear of Max Verstappen in 3rd place in the championship, so that has this race result has done a lot of good to try and get that cemented. And obviously we know that for a fact we are the champions. The only other thing really up for grabs is 4th place with Renault, McLaren and I guess AlphaTauri with an outside shot. Trying to get that as well. So, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like please. If you've not subscribed and you want to see more JDM content, why not hit the subscribe button? Then you'll get notified anytime a JDM video goes live. But other than that, all that's left to say is thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend it watching JDM and the championship battles that are going on at the end of this season. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.